One of the things that I absolutely love about the work that I do as an emotional energy practitioner is that I get to help people identify and release emotions that they're holding back. And I'm sure that you've had this experience before. Something small happens, some small little thing. Like maybe your partner says something and it triggers you. And in a moment, you are having a reaction that is completely out of proportion with whatever was said. Or you drop the toast in the morning, jelly side down, and all of a sudden you're in tears or you're enraged. And the fact is, it's just a piece of toast, right? So what is going on? Why am I so out of control right now? Well, it has to do with all of the unexpressed emotions that are still inside of your energy system that have not been worked through and let out. And as I said, many of us actually grew up in situations where we were told not to have emotions, or we were somehow punished or chastised if we were having emotions, or maybe our parents or the people that we grew up with were just uncomfortable with our emotions. So we learned not to express them. But every time you don't actually fully process and express emotions, they stay stuck inside you. So what ends up happening is pretty much the entire world is walking around holding back a dam of emotions. And I bet you felt this before when you go to the movie and there's a very tender scene and it makes you start to well up and you could kind of feel that lump in your throat and your eyes get a little misty, and all that you can think is, oh my God, no. Oh my God, no, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, because you know the dam is going to burst and you are going to be uncontrollably weeping very soon, right? It's true. I've been there before too. But what I've learned about doing energy work, the work that I do specifically with the body code, and there's many modalities out there that work in the same way, more or less, little nuances, different, but the aim and the goal and the result is that you actually are able to release those emotions that are stuck inside, that are behind the dam wall. And that means that as you do that, this is the way I look at it, is that eventually it's gonna give, right? There's just way too much back there. So what tends to happen is we have these moments where something triggers us, maybe it's even small, and the dam breaks and the anger comes out, the sadness comes out, the grief comes out, or we have a big event and it's like the thing just cracks wide open, and then we end up deeply in depression, having some kind of mental break of some kind, and it deeply affects us for days, weeks, months, maybe even years to come. So you could go through your life doing that method, which can be very traumatic when the dam breaks, or you could do an alternative, which would be to do some kind of energy work where basically you're just poking holes in the dam, little tiny holes. Not the dam is not bursting, just a little hole here. Oh, just a little bit of energy comes out. Oh, just a little bit of anger and a little bit of this. And you don't have to have these huge emotional experiences. You don't have to ride the wave of whatever that pent up emotion is. When the work that I do in the body code, we just identify the energy or the emotion, we clear it, it's gone. Identify it, clear it. So you could pick an event in your life that was somewhat traumatic, probably emotionally, mentally, maybe even physically, and we can target that specific event. And we can go poking little holes in the energy of that, so that when something similar shows up in your life, you can approach it from a place of being very present, not bringing all of that old emotional baggage forward with you, and making that present moment not just about what's going on in the present, but also what's happened in the past. So this is in my opinion, an amazing way to just chip away little by little at that huge emotional lake reservoir that is sitting behind the dam, and have more control day to day, more emotional control day to day in your life about being reactionary to the little things, or even really having a breakdown when the big things happen. So this is exactly what I help my clients with. We start off by identifying something that they're struggling with. And I cannot tell you how many times that thing is not happening right now. That thing happened 2 years ago, 10 years ago, 50 years ago sometimes. And we get to diminish the energy of that so that they can be present in the moment and deal with things with their energy reserves in the moment, rather than letting it leak out all over because of what happened in the past. So if this sounds interesting to you and you would like to try something like this, then you can check out below, just below you'll see highlighted is a way to schedule a 20-minute session with me. It's called Explore Your Issue, and I'll show you exactly what this looks like. Bring me your toughest issue. Bring me the thing that gnaws away at you. Bring me the thing that you think is triggering you to have emotional outbursts where you feel out of control. I want to give you back the control so that you can be calm and present in the moment.